Well, hello, my YouTube family. It is Friday at last. I'm home at last. I wish I felt a little bit better, but again, the insecurities are playing with me, and it's because of my former neighbor. She's gotten to the point where her whole demeanor is, I know everything, I am everything, I do everything. I've seen this before, but I always seem to get caught in the middle of it. And there was something that happened, and she thought it was going to work against me, but it didn't. A client came in looking for somebody that wasn't in the office. And the client said, well, she told me that she was going to be here. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but she's not. Okay, will she be in on Monday? I said, most likely she should, but I said, you better call before you come by. And then she walked out. And then this one, former neighbor, well, maybe another coworker, maybe he knew about it. Why didn't you talk to him? I said, oh, I said, because she's so-and-so. And she said, well, maybe he knew about it. Like, why aren't you? So I ran after the person that came in. Thank goodness she didn't take the elevator yet. She came back. And I think that's what pissed former neighbor off, because she thought, oh, well, she lost her and she's going to be in trouble. It was just the whole demeanor. She didn't say anything, but it was the whole demeanor. And then she started to speak Spanish to the other coworker. So I knew that they were talking about me, because kiki and all of this. So everything seemed to be resolved. There was a bit of a blunder after I brought the woman back, and she wanted to speak to the attorney that was on her case, and there was she came for her settlement. Tom, what are you doing? She came for her settlement, and she thought it was going to be a bigger number than what she already had, what was coming to her. And the attorney who was there, now this is all happening in front of my window, so I can see, because I have, the window leads to the reception area, and I can see everything that's going on and hear everything that's going on. It's directly in front of my window. So the attorney said that you were going to come, it was a pretty good amount of money that they could come up with. It was the highest amount that they could come up with. And I'm listening to the amount, and I'm like, shoot, I'd be satisfied with that. To myself, of course. But she was not satisfied. Now, let me ask you something. You came in the office with nothing, and you were going to walk away with a check. A nice, hefty check. You wound up walking away with nothing, because now you make this attorney have to talk to the names on the doors, and now they're going to have to go at it and try to get you a bigger amount, and if they can't, then they can't, and you back to square one. Are you just not going to accept the money, or are you going to take the money eventually? So all this was happening. And the attorney, he went back into his office, and he called me, and he said, you heard all of that, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, what was she expecting? I said, look, she came in here, obviously she had an amount in her head, and you didn't meet that amount. Or the amount that was given to her that should have been satisfactory was not. I call it greed. And he goes, okay, Nancy, thanks. I thought I was I said, no, you were not in the wrong. You explained it. I understood it. And I work here, but I'm not an attorney, so I understood everything. He explained it word for word, dime for dime. And she was like, no, well, I thought I was going to get a bigger amount. Greed. It always makes people look ugly. So now he's got to wait until Monday to talk to the two heads of the office, because absolutely pretty much nobody was in today. They have to come and discuss and behind closed door and all of this. So that's a Monday situation. I'm just glad it turned out that I didn't miss her. I managed to catch her before she took the elevator down, which was to former neighbor's chagrin, because I know she wanted me to have a stick beaten. She just thought I was going to be beaten up. It didn't turn out that way. Then the newest member of the Spanish tribe, and her are apparently they're friends from before, which is why she got the job in the first place. The newest member. Spanish. It works on your insecurities. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but it happens. I just kept to myself. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't suck my teeth. I didn't roll my eyes. But inside, I'm very insecure. Like, that could have been a big screw up, and it would have fallen all on me. Thank God it did not. So I should be relieved about the whole thing. It's just the fact that I'm the only American, black American at that, in a sea of Spanish-speaking girls. I call them girls because they're younger than me. So, way younger than me. So, and I'm supposed to feel comfortable how? How? And of course, now it's got me going to Indeed.com, trying to look for another job. I'm not going anywhere. Unless they kick me out, which I am not looking forward to. Because A, I like this location. B, I like this job. C, it's 9 to 5. D, it's not a long drive. There's a lot of pluses, not that many minuses. Although there still is talk of the company moving out to Amityville. I don't know when or if it's supposed to happen. Now, if that does happen, because that's going to be one hell of a drive for me. Every day? In the snow, if we have snow and, rain, sleet, every day? Out there? So I don't know. I don't know. Although there was rumblings of another attorney who doesn't want to take that drive either, and he brings in a good amount of cash. So I don't know if they're gonna, try to make him go over there, or everything is still up in the air. I hope things work in my favor and that we don't go anywhere. Or if half the company want to go to Amityville, they can go. I'll stay here. The phones will ring both ways either way. So, but if boss man is over there, that means the receptionist has to go over there also. Cross that bridge when we get to it. It's Friday, people. A package has arrived. It is Friday, and I need to just do a major woosah and just leave this week in the past. Okay, it's over, it's done. Let us press on. I have a package, and yes, I am happy, but at the same time, I still have that feeling, that work feeling. So it's going to take me all night before I get over it, whether this is a great package or not. And I'm sure it is, because why would I order something that's not a great package? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. Wherever I ordered from is giving me a whole bunch of freebies of all sorts of crap, which is going in the garbage, because foundations that are of not my skin tone. But anyway, let us see what we have. I do not remember. Where is this from? Michelle H. Beaverton. I don't know. Did somebody send me this? Oh! This is my other palette. Yes, I was looking forward to this palette. Give it to me straight, honey. I saw this. It's a color pop. Of course, it's a color pop. This palette, oh my sweet Jesus. I think this is the last thing. Give it to me straight. I saw it online and I said, yes, please. Oh, this is gorgeous. Although it doesn't have a plastic thing, I'm wondering why that is. This is gorgeous. Does this not look gorgeous to you? These are of the brown/maroons. Oh. Oh, I am in love. These colors are everything. Loving it. It's called Give It To Me Straight by ColourPop. Yeah, you can tell I'm a big ColourPop fan, huh? They always create these colors, these eyeshadow colors that are everything. So as of now, like I said, I preface it by saying as of now, this is the last of the newbies. So now I have one, I'm counting this as one, 9 new ones. And I used this one on my eyes today. See that? See that? The shade that I used, which of course they don't have names, is this one. I think it's this one. Yeah. This one right here. Yep, that's the one. And I just realized I didn't do lips of the day. What's the name of my channel? Okay. So yeah, this is You Can Be. This is Color Club #1. It's the Urban Decay. See, I always write what it's a dupe of, so I'll remember. It's the Urban Decay Naked Heat dupe. So this is the Naked Heat palette, my Naked Heat palette, and that is the shade that I am wearing. So there's that. Lips of the day. Like, what is going on, Nancy? NYX lip gloss in the shade True Red. Oldie but a goodie, people. Oldie but a goodie. True Red. True Red. True Red. So there you have it. Lips of the day, eyes of the day. And yeah. Now the newest drawers that I have. Now they're getting stuff in there. Okay, people. Now I'm happy again. I'm happy again. Nowhere to go this weekend. I will max and relax my fat ass in the sofa. I will watch whatever I want to watch. I am watching, or have presently finished. I think I watched the last episode last night. I was going to say Newsroom. No. Although I should be watching that again. What did I just finish watching? Studio 60. Yes, there was a disc that was giving me problems in my DVD, but when I played it here, I could watch the whole thing. So I watched those episodes here, and then I went back into the living room to watch the rest of the show. It's only 3 discs, or it could be 6 discs. It was only 1 season or 2 seasons. No, it was only 1 season. Studio 60. Aaron Sorkin again. But I guess he would consider this a quote-unquote failure because it got canceled after the first season. Studio 66, people. It was like a take on SNL. It really was. I mean, You could see the whole setup and everything, just like Saturday Night Live. They just didn't call it Saturday Night Live. It was called Studio 60. But it basically was Saturday Night Live. Great show, great dialogue, great actors. Aaron Sorkin, people. Aaron Sorkin. I'm surprised it didn't go past the season. But it was very good, and I will be watching it again. I should rotate back to my West Wing is what I really should do, because Allison Janney, who played in West Wing, did an episode of Studio 60 as herself. But in Studio 60, the actor who played Josh in West Wing, follow me now. The actor who played Josh in West Wing is an executive writer in the show, not behind the scenes, in the show on Studio 60. So they actually played together a little bit. I'm like, oh, look at a West Wing reunion. Ain't that something? I love to see my West Wing people. I love to see my... And when there's more than one and they're in the same show, that makes it just all the better. So that was kind of fun. So, unfortunately, there was that one disc that really screwed up everything. Like, it doesn't play on my DVD at all. The DVD doesn't recognize the disc. It recognizes everything else. It just doesn't recognize this particular disc. So I actually had to play it here, the DVD player here, and it didn't glitch. It glitched a little, but it just kept playing. So I could watch it here, and then when this disc was finished, I mean, it was a whole thing. When this disc was finished, then I went back to finish off the rest of the season. It was a thing. Okay, but I had fun nevertheless. I may go back to watching Newsroom. I really like that show. I really like that show. Aaron Sorkin, people. I'm just saying. Okay, so really? Out you go. Okay, so this is my newest eyeshadow palette. Give it to me straight. This is the eyeshadow palette that's on my eyes. You Can Be, which is a dupe for Urban Decay's Naked Heat. Okay. If I can get them cheaper, people, I can get them cheaper, okay? Because Urban Decay is pricey. What's the other one? Urban Decay is pricey. ColourPop can be a little pricey, even though I did order this from ColourPop because I saw this palette and I was like, yes, please. So there you go. So I'm going to release the Kraken of the sisters and let them roam free, and I will max and relax. And guess what I'm going to be watching? More declutter videos. Leave me alone, people. I'm having a good time. It's the weekend. I'm not going anywhere this weekend. The only thing I have to do is do the laundry and dinner with Pop. We're going to have a good time. Okay? So that is that with that upon that. All right? I am going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do a deep woosah. Forget this week. Gear up Sunday for next week. But let's take one day at a time, okay? And that's all there is to that. I'm very tongue-tied today because I'm very anxiety-ridden. It is what it is, people. I always seem to work with people that do this to me. I don't let them know that they're doing this to me, but at the same time, I think they do know. I'm done. I am done. Okay. Let me change into my comfy cozies and just enjoy the rest of this evening. Hopefully it won't go too fast, and I'll be able to max and relax and woosah and not feel so insecure anymore, at least for today. Retirement, if only. Okay, so that's just that with that upon that. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about my eyes and lips. And I will talk to you next week. Okay? I love you. I love my YouTube family. If anybody tends to feel the same way I do, like there's somebody that you have to associate with on a daily basis, at least Monday through Friday, who makes you feel a certain way, let me know, because I know I can't be the only one. I know there are other people out there in similar situations as myself. So let me know what you think, okay? And let me know what you do to, kind of shake that feeling off. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think about everything. And anybody who has the Give It To Me Straight palette, let me know what you think. And anybody who has the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, let me know what you think. And I will talk to you next week. I do love you so very much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a safe weekend, and I will talk to you next week. Bye now.